Our next speaker is a very good friend, Richard Firth. Richard is the CEO of MIP Holdings, an organization that clearly is a business that drives profit with purpose. He is an erudite, visionary, and a resolute leader in the South African technology space. He is committed to nurturing talent, including skills, mentorship, and financial support. Please welcome Richard Firth.
Humbled to stand here today in front of all the esteemed leaders talking about conscious companies. We're just a small company. Someone put our name forward to Brenda in one of the competitions Brenda was running, and we did fairly well. But it's not that I could stand up and say I'm a conscious leader. It's just the way we live. I think it would be arrogant for me to stand here and say that. But I wondered, what do I say to such an audience? And circumstance actually gave me my subject this week when our business got our BBBEE level 1 accreditation. Yeah. Isn't that the ultimate big tick in South Africa? And we didn't go out consciously going for that level 1, but it just happened. And that's when I realized the way we run our business, the way me and my leaders who work with me run our business actually gave us that accreditation. It wasn't a conscious thing that we went out and did, but it was all the little things that we were doing that amounted to that accreditation. Quite a few people have come to me and said to me, well, how much of your business did you have to sell? And it's amazing, but we didn't. And they said, well, surely it's impossible to get to a level 1 without selling your business. And that's actually not, when you really understand it, it's not that. If you're running a conscious business, it comes. And we focused as a business on quadruple P, reporting, people, planet, profit, and purpose. And profit, everyone knows. But we took each one of those P's and we really defined them. And we said, well, we're a technology company. How do we use technology? We all know what happens to money that gets given to people, hey? In South Africa especially. Money just disappears. But technology, we could do something. And circumstance, once again, introduced us to Mara, the CEO of an NGO called Tears. And we used our technology. We realized Tears was looking after 88,000 abused people. An NGO looking after all these people, but everything was reduced to paper files and writing. So we actually used our skills to build a system where we could track and trace the perpetrator, the victim, even the police officer. And now what we can do is take that data and start seeing, well, do you really want that police officer looking after your case? What is the outcome going to be? And so going live with that system was really important to us. As the people side of our quadruple P reporting, because we are gathering immense amounts of data, and we've had some really good people, professors at universities coming to us and asking to get access to that information now to really define where the scourge is going. But our system is making a difference, and I'm hoping what's going to happen next is we'll get more and more NGOs coming on. It's not about money. It's actually about getting the data that could make a difference to anyone who's involved in that area. And then on the planet side, we looked at our business and said, well, from a South African perspective, we see all these businesses really battling with the issues that people are talking about our planet at the moment. But isn't tourism such a big thing? And what's going to be the single biggest impact to tourism is the rhino. We might lose one of our big 5. So what we did was we started funding and actually participating in getting the vests for these very special sniffer dogs American bloodhounds that are making phenomenal arrests. As a matter of fact, the Kruger now has very limited poaching taking place. Most of the poaching is taking place from internal people inside the organization. It's crazy how things have actually shifted. But these dogs can maintain a scent for up to 4 days. And we got technology vests because some of the dogs go missing. They're so quick on the scent that we needed stuff to be able to track the dogs and retrieve the dogs once they'd got to poachers. And I was with a dog last week that has gone through its 500th arrest. So it's unbelievable the difference these little guys are making. And when we looked from a quadruple P perspective, that was somehow that's what's going to make a difference to our country in the planet space. So taking each one of these elements as a business, we're not a listed entity. I'm not forced to do it by regulation or whatever the case might be. We do it as the way we live. And you know, one of the defining things for me was my dad always said to me, never lend, never borrow. If you want to give it, and it'll come back in another way. And this BBBEE level 1 accreditation was a really proud moment in our life because we knew we're doing something right in our country. On the purpose side, because we're technology, we didn't just go to market. We've got about 500 people, of which the majority are software engineers. But as you know, there's a dire shortage of software engineers. So we built our own internship. We got our own trainers. We built an online method to evaluate people's way of thinking. We built a game that someone can play 22 levels. Once you've been through all the levels, you're actually writing a program for us. And we can see whether you'll be a program or not. When you finish the 22nd level, we've timed you and we've seen your quality, and you'll get an email from us welcoming you for a few more tests. But we now have more than 400 young people through the program, made a massive difference to our empowerment program. 95% of the people through the program were African from very, very rural areas, and all of them earning an average of more than 30,000 Rand a month. So the program has been phenomenally successful, and now what we need to do is grow it in a world that's desperate for software engineers and a country that's got so many desperate people that need work. But Brenda, thank you for the invitation. Really appreciate it, and thanks for listening.